In today's tutorial, we will implement the content view to enable the button to be hidden or shown using Firebase config. So this is what we'll be doing. So within Firebase config, so if I assign the button to true, by clicking on the pencil, click on save. So at the moment you can see there's no button there at the moment, but when I click on publish changes, the synchronization will happen from Firebase to the iOS application, and then the button will be displayed on the simulator, as you can see here. And then if you want to hide the button, you just do a similar thing. Click on the pencil, the edit button. Select false to hide the button. Show button is false. Click on save. And then click on publish changes. And then the button will be hidden in about 3 seconds. As you can see, it's now hidden. So this is the functionality we'll be adding to the content view to enable the content view to call the Firebase class that we created in the previous tutorials. Within your content view, add the following: @state private bar Firebase remote config equals Firebase remote config settings. So we just need to create an instance of that to use the functions within the class. @state private bar show button. So initially, show button will be assigned to true, that the button should be shown, but you can always change this to false if you want to. Within the vstat, delete the following lines between 18 and 21. Also delete the padding. If show button show button is true, then it will attempt to show the button. So the button is created externally within a struct, just to have some code separation. Struct my button view bar action and our closure is void. And the purpose of that closure is to represent the action to perform when the button is tapped. Var title string which will be the title of the button. For example, I think we're initially using something like 3 products on the button as the caption. Yeah, this is what we're using. Get your 3 item. That's the name of the caption for the button. And then we type in button action. So we're using the closure here in the button here. text, title, got padding, got foreground, color, got white, got background, color, got green, dot corner, radius, 10, dot padding, dot horizontal, 20, dot padding, dot vertical, 10, dot button style, dot plain, and we need a closing bracket there. So we missed out something, bar, body, some view, and now I'll just indent it. And on line 38, we need a semicolon. Oh, that should just be dot plain. On line 49, no open bracket, close brackets, just dot plain. Compile it again. Compiled. Now we return to our if statement block. My button that we just created. Got this wrong. So it should be my button, open bracket action. And then the text of the button will be get your free item. Got padding. Dot on a pair. And the purpose of using dot on a pair is to fetch Firebase remote config to determine whether to show the button or not. So we do the fetch using our instance that we created earlier. Fetch Firebase remote config is the first one. Hide and show button. Then within the closure, we just create the show button. Self. dot show button is equal to show button. So this show button, this is the value that's coming from Firebase web config via the Firebase remote config settings class that we created previously. So if the Firebase web config, if it had true, that means the button will be shown on the screen, but if it contains false, the button will be hidden. And that's done by using this if statement. And now we need to use the listener. And the listener just listens for any changes that's happened within Firebase. Show button in. So each time we flip between true and false within Firebase, the application will react at the same time and either show or hide the button. Just compile it. It's compiled. Now let's run the application to see if it's working or not. So as you can see, the Firebase web config is working, the button is not shown. So to make the button visible, you need to navigate to Firebase remote config. And then, like I'll show you now, so you click on, once you're here, console.firebase.google.com. So click within your Firebase remote config project. I just called it Firebase web config tester in the first tutorial that we've done. And then click on engage. Then click on remote config. And as you can see, the Firebase remote config is set to false to hide the button. So to make the button visible, we need to assign it to true. Click on save. And then click on publish changes. Now the button should be visible on the screen, as you can see. Here it is. Within the simulator. And then to make it invisible, you just do the same thing. Click on the pencil, the edit button, which is here. Click on false. False to show the button. Publish changes. Publish changes again. And as you can see, the button is invisible. And that's done by using the listener, because the Firebase listener is listening for all the events that's happening, and then it's sending the actual requests to the app, to the iOS app on the simulator. And then within the simulator, it's just deciding what to do with the Boolean value, as in to show or hide the button. Thank you for joining us. If you found this tutorial helpful, please comment, like and subscribe. See you next week.